What's up, guys? Mike from SB Gaming 64 GameMen here, and we are back with another tier list. That's right, we're doing mainline Sonic games. You know what it is. So, we're going to lead this off with something very simple: the way past uncool rank, aka the worst Sonic games. So, look, I'm a huge Sonic fan, super duper huge. I love Sonic. Probably my favorite video game character. Definitely is my favorite video game character. He's cool, man. He's cool. So this might be a little biased. Might be a little biased. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. But you know what? We gotta do it. We gotta do it to him, and we gotta tell you guys what's the worst of the worst. You guys are like, he's gonna pick this game. I'll tell you the worst Sonic game right now. Sonic Lost World. This game makes me mad thinking about it. I owned this game for less than a day. I bought it day zero, midnight release. Came home, did like, oh, just got Sonic on, Lost World, doing a whole stream about it, doing a whole playthrough, do the whole playthrough that night. Ran through the whole thing. This is like my face. As I kept playing the game. Like, I was on the train for this game. This game was like, oh, it's a Wii U exclusive. It's the last of the Sonic Boom, and that's another terrible game. But like the Sonic exclusive Nintendo games. But like this game was like, oh, this is what Team Sonic was working on. And it's gonna be like, it's like Sonic meets Mario Galaxy, and Sonic's got parkour. I was like, yo, this is hype. Yeah, but like I literally have nothing to say besides it was bad. The villain looked cool, and he turned out to be kind of lame. Just nothing about this game is good. I didn't even own it in time to get that Zelda DLC, which kind of looked cool, but Sonic Lost World just sucks in every aspect. F this game. Screw that game. All right, and way past uncool is I think this is Sonic Part 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Sonic 4 Part 1, and this is Part 2. I don't remember because this game is the most unmemorable game ever. Like I don't remember if I played on the PS3 or the PS4. Like I'm pretty sure it was the PS3, but like these games are unmemorable. It's like indies didn't exist yet, but at the time it was like an indie title if it had Sonic in it. It's just a generic platformer. It had no life and no love. And like these came out like during the we messed up. Sonic 06 is not that good. We apologize. We're going back to our roots. And it was just like, dude, you made like a mobile indie game before those existed. And I will I can't I guess I can't say I'll never forget. I will never remember what this game is like unless I ever went back to it. It's just unmemorable. So those are the worst of the worst, the F tier, the way past uncool, man. Now for the uncooked chili dog, because I couldn't think of something funny for the D rank. Sonic CD. Sonic CD is like, it's cool. It's definitely cool. Like they added a lot of it's the first time to 32-bit, but they added like these cool features for Sonic when he jumps on the spring. He has like this cool like animation with his belly. They had the Sonic Mania opening. The first time you get like this anime awesome Sonic Mania song is late, but like this awesome anime opening. Metal Sonic's in it. Metal Sonic is such a cool character. Like the idea of him. But like the game is just kind of mad. Like as a kid, I was always confused on what I was doing. Like do I want to go to the past? Do I want to stay where the present? Do I want to go to the future? And then you find out later on like, oh, the future levels are harder, but they give you like a better ending. Like it was just confusing to me, and I just wasn't having fun with it. Like see, and that's the thing. Like if you're not having fun with the game, then it's not a good game. Like all the play styles are similar. You still have spin dash. You still have all these other things, but they just were never that good. However, I will always give Sonic CD its props. Like I said, the anime opening, Metal Sonic, and I really like what they did, the sprites they did for Sonic, which they used in Sonic Mania later on. But the only thing is, no game has ever had that spinning Sonic feat. It's basically instead of doing down for spin dash, you did up. Whatever. I know I'm repeating myself, but it was really cool. Okay, that's the only thing I do like about Sonic CD. Also in the D rank, I'm gonna have to put Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, good old big belly Sonic. It paved the way. A lot of times it's hard to rank these original games. I always like, should I just leave it in the middle? I just don't think Sonic 1's like that good. There's no Tails yet. You can't even do Super Sonic. There's only 6 emeralds. Like, it's kind of weird. Just kind of is like, oh, we're throwing out this idea and we're trying it out. And you know what? It worked out. It worked out. I like Sonic 1. It's a classic, and it created Sonic, so you gotta give it its due. But overall on the games list, it's kind of weak. All right, we're into the C rank. Barely made it. All right, now see these are based off the Sonic Adventure 2 quotes, C, B, and A right there, and then S rank for everybody super son. I, that's for off. That's for off camera. That's for in the shower. All right, so guys, we're gonna do the C ranks right here, and with the C ranks. Oh wait, guys, I almost put this. I almost went to the C ranks. I don't know what to do with this. I was gonna leave it here forever and act like it didn't exist. You know, it was a perfect plan. But I'm gonna put Sonic '06 pretty much down there. The game is as bad as everybody remembers and or thinks it is without even playing it. Sonic '06 is just. Here's my problem with it. You're slow. Yeah, that's my problem with Sonic '06. I am Sonic, the mother effing hedgehog, and I'm slow. Ain't about this. Nope. No, 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 no. No. And when you're silver, you're even slower. By the way, the game's just kind of buggy. Like people kind of crap on it for the story. Like, oh, these characters are stupid. Look, I always get into Sonic stories. I'm quite Sonic biased. I just hate Silver. I think Silver's boring as crap. Okay, his gameplay is terrible, but I just absolutely hate how bad and slow Sonic is in this game, and I just never had an ounce of fun. Every time I turned the game on, I wanted to turn it off. You know what? I had to play that game on a 360. That's disgusting. I had to play that game on an Xbox 360. And you want to know the worst part? The Xbox 360 broke because my younger brother's one. When we had that. Why? Because this game is so bad. So, freaking Sonic '06, man. Alrighty. So now for the C rank, but it barely made it. These games are kind of good. These are C rank. Barely made it. Just kind of just. It's just a throwback to Sonic 2 lines. However, Sonic 2, Sonic Adventure 2. However, I was already looking at Sonic 2, and Sonic 2 is a definite C rank game. Kind of middle of the pack. A lot more people find this more as like, oh, this is the Sonic game that kind of got everything rolling. And it's true. You introduced Tails, made Super Sonic, had that really cool. The Chaos Emerald game is pretty cool. It's when you get the checkpoint, you're doing the do 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 do. I'm just rambling now, but you go around, you come around this, and that's what the multiplayer is based off. But just for me, I just never thought Sonic 2 was that good. I always kind of thought it was overrated. Like when I got into Sonic, I already owned every Sega Genesis Sonic. So I played each, and I was just like, I had a valid opinion. And clearly, clearly Sonic 3D and Sonic's Pinball and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine were way better than this. No, I'm playing about that. But I did play a lot of Sonic 3D back in the day, man. I did play a lot of that. All right, Sonic 2. It's just good. That's it. It's a good game. It's getting on the Sega Genesis Mini. Enjoy it. Oof, this one's tough. This one's tough. I like these two. We're gonna come back to that. You know why? Because this belongs in the C rank, right? I know you guys are like, how dare you put Sonic Forces? This game sucks. It actually doesn't suck. I mean, if it stayed true to what it was supposed to be, with Tails going crazy and Sonic dead, and that kind of thing, like the mature aspect the story had, but they kind of cut because obviously it's Sonic. It would have been way better. However, Sonic Forces kind of just feels like a jumble of games. Like I don't like the character creation thing, and he kind of has like very unoriginal gameplay. He's like slower Sonic, but then he has like weird gun side-scrolling segments. It's just like, hey, we're gonna throw this in here, and there's no reason for classic Sonic to be in the game, and they're just like, well, Sonic Generations is popular, so might as well throw him in. I'm like, the hell? Like it just makes no sense, you know. But overall, I do think the game's fun. The soundtrack is sick. Infinite was his name. Unfortunately, I can't remember the guy. He was really cool until like the end, where he was pretty lame. But it was a good game. Like Sonic Forces is a good game. I really had fun with it. I don't know why people kind of give it a nasty rope, but definite fun game. Alrighty, time for the B rank. You guys right? That's right. Y'all thought I was just gonna just put more stuff in C rank, but no. I told you this is a Sonic bias ranking list, and Sonic Unleashed goes right there. Sonic Unleashed is the best half game you'll ever play. Okay. Now Sonic Unleashed day levels are amazing. You know how much I love this game? I used to play the first level demo on my PS3 for fun until I picked up Sonic Unleashed. I would do that once a day because I was having so much fun. Like the graphics were really cool. It's the last time you get the original Sonic Adventure Team voice. Sonic X Team, all of them. This is the last time they dubbed the Sonic game. But Sonic Unleashed is just super duper fun. I had a lot of uh, Werehog is kind of trash and stupid. People who like weaker, easier Devil May Cry games, they might like that. I personally hated the platforming of the Werehog, which is why the game's at B rank. I think it was just was not accurate, and it was just kind of dumb. Because he has stretchy arms too, and I'm just like, what's going on here? The day levels though, amazing, literally amazing. Like I love everything about Sonic Unleashed. I even wasted my time doing those chili dog challenges, except for the last level because that's literally a 30-minute challenge, and I ain't doing that. Even though I need that trophy, it's bothering me to this day, guys. Sonic Colors. I mean, they realized what they did wrong in this game, and they do it right here. They just put it right in it, and it's just super duper good. Sonic Colors is awesome. I really like the theme song of it. The Wisps were kind of cool. Also, at the same time, they were like, they were. I get it. They were the gimmick of that. However, Sonic Colors kind of is like, hey, let's work on those Sonic Day levels, put them into this whole new game, and then we'll also add, what makes this game different. Sonic Colors is just awesome in every aspect, and I really, really enjoy Sonic Colors for that, for what it did, for the enjoyment it brought me. Honestly, you know what? As I'm talking about it, this game, I want to put it in the A. Unfortunately, the one thing about Sonic Colors, I would have to give it, besides kind of being on the Wii, is you don't remember too much from it. Like I remember the Aqua Park, and I remember the prison space park, which is closed, which had all the prison wisps. However, past that, Sonic Colors a bit weak for its extra content. It just wasn't as much, but it was a huge improvement, and it paved the way for this bad boy right here. But we're not onto that because we have one more game left in the B rank. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles is, like for me, Sonic and Knuckles is always weird because I didn't understand. It always felt like a half game to me, and it was like, oh my god, it's the first time I'm playing as Knuckles. With the Death Egg falling down, I just, I never really at the time connected all the Sonic games, and I was too dumb as a kid. And I was like, this is not that good. Like, but it was the first time I played Knuckles, and it brought like a really different aspect to it, and I enjoyed that as a Knuckles game, and it let me play as Knuckles in Sonic 2. But I just Sonic and Knuckles is like it's a good game. I liked it a lot, but it always felt like I don't want to say like it was half a game, but it was like 67% a game. It was meant to be more, and it's appreciated obviously later on. Sonic Heroes, this is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. I think Sonic Heroes is actually more of a C rank game. I forgot about it. That's all why I'm throwing it here. Sonic Heroes is I don't want to say it is Sonic Adventure 3, but it's not. Problem with Sonic Heroes is just like everything about it is cool, but you're tied and limited to the teams, and it's just a very short game. They brought back Metal Sonic, really cool story with that. The thing with Shadow as well, Shadow being dead from Sonic Adventure 2 and not knowing if the Shadow is real, if he's an android made by Robotnik. All that is really cool. First time we play really as the Chaotix team since freaking Knuckles Chaotix for the Sega 32X. Like it was like, oh man, SPO's badass. In fact, you're so cool looking, but he's stupid. Like it brought all those back to light. But like the levels are kind of weak, and like they think the bigger levels will kind of update it. But all I can remember is how terrible the Halloween Park level is. I mean, the Halloween Castle. Oh gosh, oh man, Pumpkin Town or whatever. I mean, I think that's from Sonic Adventure 2, but I never want to do anything pumpkin related in Sonic again because of this game. Now for the hard part, guys. For the hard truth. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Or this is Sonic Adventure 2 because it's the Dreamcast one, which is better, by the way, I'm just saying. But this game's an A-rank game. Why? It's not as good as you think it is. Alright? It's an amazing game. Tell me not. It is an amazing game. Amazing soundtrack. Memorable as crap. Remakes are great. Shadow. Freaking White Jungle, Green Forest, City Escape. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle had the multiplayer, which is amazing in itself. Freaking chasing the president when you're in the car as Tails or as Rogue. I don't really like the treasure levels, but you know, I just never enjoyed it as much as Sonic Adventure One. I thought the Tails levels were trash. That means Doctor Robotnik's levels are bad too. Tails, he really had that hard nerve, man. His levels were so much fun. He was so much cooler in Sonic Adventure One. Knuckles and Rogue kind of have the same thing. The same thing that Knuckles had in Sonic Adventure One. Like it just didn't feel like an improvement from Sonic Adventure One. Like the only thing is, it just felt more dramatic, more flair. Because reverse, who the heck is this mysterious hedgehog, and he's so cool and evil, and he has chaos control. But like beyond that, like gameplay wise, it just never matched up to the original. And it, I like it. It's got good replayability. Amazing game. It is an A rank game, guys. Look how high in the ranking list it is. But overall, it wasn't as good as people think. It was never as good as its predecessor. Sonic Generations definite A. Like I remember when I couldn't wait for this game. It's an ode to Sonic, all his games in here, and I loved it. It was like here's a classic twist of it. Like, oh, these are classic levels. These are how it's supposed to play or how they're remade. The remixes of each song, by the way, the classic version and the modern version, amazing. Playing the modern Cityscape and the classic Cityscape, it's so cool, dude. It's so cool. You get Sonic on a head. You get Sonic on a skateboard. I said Sonic on a hedgehog. Sonic on a skateboard in this game. That's how great this is. That's how great this is. But yeah, if you love Sonic or you were looking to get into Sonic and you never even got to play these past games, and then you're like, oh, I'm interested in these past games because of it. Thanks Sonic Generations. It was a birthday ode. It was a birthday to Sonic and the whole franchise, the whole legacy of itself, and I appreciated everything Sega did with that. Sonic Mania, solid A right there. I love Sonic Mania. It's sick. I still play it. I still play it. Like when I have time, I'll play Sonic Mania because it just had everything I loved about Sonic. Brought back everything I did love about Sonic in such a cool modern way. Hyper Potion's doing some of the soundtracks. They're using the updated sprites in the 32X. Look, these guys are made by people who love Sonic. They understand Sonic, and you can't get any better than that. Like those are the people you trust. Okay, you trust people like me to handle Sonic, and it comes out the way you want. But I have no programming skills, so basically, I had a bunch of me's make that game, and boom, amazing Sonic game. Sonic 3, my favorite of the numbered Sonics. But for me, Sonic 3 will always not be Sonic 3. Like I love Sonic 3. Like dude, Ice Cap Zone Act 1, amazing song. All the flame, water, lightning shield, all that stuff. It's cool. It's cool. But I'll get into my Sonic 3 talk later. Number 2 game, Sonic Adventure 1. This game is sick. Like I literally can't say anything other than this game is sick. Like you playing a Sonic, Chaos having, the Chaos story in itself, the gameplay with Sonic and the gameplay with Tails when you race Sonic, exploring a world. Like, dude, it's a 3D world with Sonic. You were exploring, that going to Station Square to the ancient ruins, going to the jungle area. I mean, doing the first time you're doing your child stuff. Child stuff is better in Sonic Adventure 2. That's the only thing that improved on it. But it was so cool, dude. It was so cool. Going to Tails' workshop, getting on the getting on the tornado, man. Like, oh, dude, I love this game. Playing as E102 Gamma. I always thought it was E102Y. By the way, that's how American I am and ignorant. Even Amy's levels aren't that bad. Like E102 stories, like really cool. How all the stories are connected at the same time, but things are going on. Man, I love it, dude. I love Sonic Adventure. It's an adventure. It really is to the core of it. Sonic Adventure 2 is more of a story. But Sonic Adventure 1 is an adventure. Like you explore. This is your world. You're figuring things out. You're exploring as Sonic. That is the adventure. And number 1, the greatest game. One of the greatest games of all time. One of the greatest games of all time. I'm just telling you right now. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is so damn good. Okay? Like it connects these two games, right? So the story makes sense. The stories are connected. Knuckles stealing the Chaos Emerald, Dr. Robotnik tricking him. then going for the Master Emerald and going for the Hyper Emeralds and all that. Then you get to play all the Sonic, you get to play all the levels from Sonic and Knuckles, okay, while collecting the Hyper. So you get the Hyper Sonic, the only game Hyper Sonic is in, and that's how you're able to get Super Tails and Super Knuckles. That's the only way to get for them. You could play as Tails or Solo Knuckles as well. Solo Knuckles has a different story. Okay, so it's not, you don't, whoa, it's another Knuckles, and it's not like those baloney codes, or like, oh, we want this character, and it's like, look, there's me, I'm playing as Joker, but the Joker is the automatic bad guy who comes in the scene. Like, no, like, there's no Knuckles stealing the Chaos Emeralds from Knuckles. Like, Knuckles has his own story. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, I can't praise the game enough. See, I mean, it has a little multiplayer, little two multiplayer versus thing with a split screen, but you you could just play you can play this game all day. Plus, Blue Spear is the greatest Chaos Emerald collecting game of all time. No one can tell me otherwise. That game is so damn fun and memorable. Okay, like you can't go wrong. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a game that should be played by everybody. Like I think I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So I played it at my Nana's because when you stuck the cartridges at my Nana's, and then I got a GameCube. I freaking played Sonic 3. I was like, bro, when I re-unlocked Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I'd play that like once a day. Like, I would play the whole game like once a day. Okay, I learned where every giant ring for the Chaos Emerald hidden spots were. It's so good. Uh, it's platforming perfection. Okay, that's what it is. There's so many ways. Like, you could play the game in so many styles, so many manners, and that's what makes it so good. All right, guys, that's my whole Sonic ranking list. I hope you appreciate it. Obviously, Sonic R is up here. I mean, come on, guys, come on. Not Sonic Drift. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're gonna be back with like Mario and Final Fantasy coming up. Thank you, and don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and have an amazing day.